Hi Trailblazers, this is Monalene Santos reporting with the Vanguard TV. Earlier this year, our band students have been working hard during marching season. Here's Lauren Johnson with the Inside Scoop.
Hey Trailblazers, this is Lauren Johnson reporting with the Vanguard TV. Recently, marching season has wrapped up. Let's see what this season was all about.
Marching season was a lot of fun because there's so many people who can help you out with pretty much anything, but it was also super rainy and wet.
My favorite part of the marching season was probably just going to the competitions and doing the show and then getting to hang out with my friends afterwards.
One of the difficulties was all the rain because we had a couple practices canceled because of that.
This season was interesting because it was a lot of rain, and so it was a lot different than it was last year, but overall it was a lot of fun. Some of it was different because the bands were a lot larger than they were last year, and so some of the bands were a lot more competitive than it was last year.
With the Vanguard TV, this is Lauren Johnson.
In the Frisco ISD district, it is mandatory to take 2 years of foreign language. At LTHS, we offer French, Spanish, and Chinese. Learning another language is important since it can allow you to communicate with other people in different countries. And you now have the access to learn more Latin-based languages or other based languages.
Well, learning a world language is really important because it isn't just a credit, it's a life skill for future opportunity. It bridges gaps between people, between countries, between cultures, and obviously there is, this.
Well, personally for me, I feel that it opens up a lot of doors in the future. If you know another language, you have more opportunities to meet people, you get exposed to a different culture, make new friends, and it just expands your mind a little bit on how things are different in other countries.
Teachers tried to start with the basics of the language, like the alphabet and numbers. They slowly increase the amount you learn throughout the course.
You're not just talking about fictitious people and made-up stories, but you're learning about the world and you're picking up the language as you go along, and you create your own vocab list. So it really does look the same in all the levels: Spanish 1 through Spanish 4, French 1 through French 4, and even the Chinese classes, because we have online Chinese classes, all the way up through the levels. It's through exposure to the language, reading, practicing with your speaking.
We're not surrounded by Francophone countries where we could practice it or more often. Basically, communication is important. So you really want the kids to know the basics: how to greet people, how to ask for things, directions, just things that would help them out if they went to Paris for the summer, and just know how to get around, without being too lost. They don't have to need to know necessarily the grammar perfectly, but at least understand basic signs, of where to go.
Students will have to do projects, speaking tests, written exams, and multiple choice tests to prove their knowledge of the class. This has been Zach Bernius from the Vanguard.
Hello students, this is Zachary Widener reporting with the Vanguard TV. This year, our LTHS sports have moved into the 5A region, meaning we now have varsity teams and we face much more difficult challenges. Let's take a special look at our LT golf and tennis to see how they're faring thus far. LT Tennis started their state tournament last week. Let's check in with one of their players to see how they're doing this season.
My own personal tennis season, well, we started pretty good where we started at 5A now, so the matches are much more difficult now. I myself started as number 1, but then we got a really good freshman now who is really good, so he took my place. I'm not upset about it at all, but I don't know, he's good for sure. But we're just all working as a team. We ended as a positive season where we were able to beat the people that beat us, and then unfortunately falling to Highland Park. But I mean, they 10-0'd everybody, so it was expected. So my experience at the state tournament was pretty cool because our goal was to get double the people that were there last year, and that was 1, so we got 2, so that was our goal. it was cool because I got to miss school, obviously, but unfortunately I had a really bad draw with Lane Adkins, who's a really good guy, really good player. But unfortunately falling to him, but it was expected. I was just there for the experience. It's all about the experience at this point. So, yeah.
This year, Olivia Mitchell has been a standout varsity golf player. Let's check in on her accomplishments and her feelings about this upcoming Frisco Cup tourney this weekend.
So the golf season is going really well. We had our first tournament in September. We got second. It was the Stonebridge Ranch McKinney Boyd Invitational. We shot 300. And then we just played in the Golf for a Cure tournament, and it's a breast cancer awareness tournament that is held in October every year. And we won, and then we have Frisco Cup this week on Friday and Saturday, and so we're looking to do really well. Me and my really good friend Maddie, she lives in Abilene. She goes to Wiley High School. We qualified for the USGA Women's Floorball Championship in Florida, and that's in April, and that's where you both play your own ball, and then you take the best score at the end of the hole. And we shot 69, and we placed first, and we were medalists. But yes.
Boys varsity and junior varsity basketball have their first game against Garland tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Garland High School. Freshman boys as well have their first game at Garland High School tomorrow. Girls varsity has their next game tonight against Denton at 6:30 here in the gym. Junior varsity and freshman girls have their next games against Denton tonight as well at 5 o'clock here in the gym. Students, be sure to go out and support our LT Sports whenever you can. With the Vanguard TV, this is Zachary Widener.
Hello Blazers, this is Kelsey Burdick with LT Trivia. The question for this broadcast is, what year was the original Bohemian Rhapsody released by Queen? Last broadcast winner was Ahmad Siddiqui. Ahmad will receive 2 free Andes Concretes. Have a great day, Blazers.
If you have any story or segment ideas, go to our website, lthsvanguard.com. We're going to leave you with the highlight reel from the Pink Out Pep Rally. This has been Monlene Santos reporting with the Vanguard TV. Have a great day, Blazers.